Welcome to my Mayor's Message of June 4th, 2020. I'm Mayor Ron Jensen. I want to open today's message a little differently. The current circumstances gripping our nation's conscience have been really weighing on me. I'm asking that we all look inside our hearts and reflect on how we can be a positive force in advocating for a world without the scourge of racism. We must live a life without prejudice, one in which we actively respect others. Now is the time to develop empathy for people whose life experiences may not have been like ours. Folks, we all want the same things from this life. All people have the desire for love, peace, equality, unity, kindness, empathy, understanding, and justice. Throughout the coming year, let's create connections in our community to increase open minds and open hearts. We can always do better, be better. Let's stand together, not apart. Thank you for adding your positive voices. Along those lines, here's a message from our Police Chief, Daniel Sesang.
Our nation's hurting. In a time when we are unable to embrace one another because of a global pandemic, our nation witnessed the tragic and reprehensible death of Mr. George Floyd at the hands of a man wearing a uniform and a badge. A man who betrayed his oath, an oath that all police officers take to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. You should know that the Grand Prairie Police Department takes our oath seriously. We, like you, are hurting, and we stand with anyone that speaks truth to evil. Although a person claiming to be a police officer in another part of this country tarnished his badge, know that the badge of the Grand Prairie police officer shines brightly, and we will continue to shine light any place there is evil. Like you, we are fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, and sons and daughters. We even have an officer who was a classmate of Mr. Floyd himself. But we're all children of God. And together, united, we will get through this place. And the Grand Prairie police officers will continue to protect and serve in the spirit of the law, because our department enforces the law with empathy and love. There is something else that troubles me, and that is there are those that are using the tragic death of Mr. Floyd to line their own pockets and loot and cause damage. That only distracts from the important voice that George Floyd has. It's important that his voice continues to be heard through all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. This has been weighing on my heart, and I appreciate you expressing your thoughts on this subject. Now, on to COVID-19 updates. There are 4 key areas in which the City of Grand Prairie has been concentrating its efforts to help our community during this pandemic. First, food. We've organized several drive-through food pantry opportunities for residents in need to get food during the month of May, giving away more than 23,000 boxes of food, and also working with United Charities to help make sure their pantry has been stocked for those in need, serving an average of 27 households a day. We're currently working on having another drive-through distribution on June 23rd. We'll have the details soon. And United Charities continues to provide food daily. Number 2, rental assistance. In April, the City of Grand Prairie helped fund rental, mortgage, and utility assistance for our residents affected by COVID-19 through Grand Prairie United Charities. We have a second round of potential funding for Grand Prairie United Charities pending on our June 16th City Council agenda. Qualifying residents can currently apply for rental assistance from Grand Prairie United Charities Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Third, small business assistance. We've established a hotline for business recovery at 972-237-4465 and grouped many vital links to helpful web pages for businesses seeking assistance due to COVID-19. The City of Grand Prairie is also working to evaluate the needs of small businesses in partnership with the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce to establish the best methods of assistance. Dallas and Tarrant counties are finalizing small business assistant loan programs this month that could benefit eligible Grand Prairie businesses. And fourth, COVID-19 testing. A new free COVID-19 testing service for Grand Prairie residents and employees is now available both at a drive-through site and at home upon qualifications. This is open to people who are symptomatic or non-symptomatic. This service is provided by the city free. We've already had more than 525 use the drive-through and more than 112 use the home service. And we are fixing to add a Saturday drive-through also. Check our website to pre-qualify or call 888-766-6653 for an appointment. If you can't come to us at a drive-through, we can come to your home. We continue to reopen city facilities. Our libraries reopened this week with restrictions and continue to offer their non-contact services as well. Summer Reading Club is virtual this summer. Lake Parks released more restrictions June 1st. Lloyd Park is now 100% open to campers and limited day use. Lynn Creek Park is now open 7 days a week. Our Uptown Theater reopened June 1st for rentals at limited capacities. The Farmers Market will reopen June 20th with 10 vendors. City swimming pools and aquatics will reopen July 4th as follows. Kirby Creek Natatorium will open for lap swim only. The Epic Pool will be open for lap swim only. Outdoor pools will be open at reduced and modified schedules. On June 3rd, Governor Abbott announced the third phase of reopening Texas to include starting immediately, all businesses can operate at 50% capacity. Outdoor areas are not subject to a capacity limit. Bars may open at 50% as long as patrons are seated. Restaurants may expand table size from 6 to 10. Water parks, swimming pools, libraries, museums, theaters, rodeos, equestrian events, and sporting events may be open to a capacity of up to 50%. And then effective June 12th, restaurants may up their capacity to 75%. Effective June 19th, amusement parks and carnivals may open at 50% capacity. July 4th events of more than 500 people may have restrictions imposed by local authorities, but continue to follow minimum standard health protocols. And finally, a look at our numbers. As of Wednesday, June 3rd at 5 p.m., Grand Prairie had 465 cases of COVID-19 in Dallas County with 12 deaths and 105 in Tarrant County with 1 death for a total of 570 cases and 13 deaths. You can track information daily at gptx.org. And remember, we've set up a hotline for general COVID-19 and business recovery questions again at 972-237-4465. And looking at the 7-day rolling average trends, we see Dallas County is moving up again. And Tarrant County is still spiky. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins reported this week that there is not a decline in hospitalizations, emergency room visits, or admissions to intensive care units, which is concerning as we reopen Texas. So, as we work toward reopening, let me reiterate, stay safe by wearing a mask in public. Stay 6 feet apart. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face, and stay home if you're sick or vulnerable. See you next week.